What is up, everyone? This is Dre. Little bummed out. A little bummed out. Oh, shoot. Give me a minute here. I'm all messed up. I got windows popping up on the screen. There we go. All right. If you follow me, you got the bell clicked, you probably realize, hey, man, this dude's, what's up with the notifications? This is like the third one in a row. Yes, this is my third live feed. I just don't think anyone is getting it. I'm having problems. I'm just having YouTube problems. I don't know if it's my router. I just got done getting off of Amazon ordering some new Ethernet cables and yeah, man. So I made those videos private. I don't like the way they look. I don't like the way they sound. So we're gonna do another video, and I want to see. I'm interested in if people start to come in. Like right now, my stream is a little weak. I'm talking to no one if you're following me right now. So it just seems like the notifications are not coming out. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. So I'm not my normally jumpy self because it's like I'm doing this for the third time already. Let's talk about Amazon. Oh, it's giving it up. What time is it? 1:18. This thing is just on fire, man. This is why I like trading this stock. Gosh, I'm out. I'm out. I got a little bit in. I sold some puts against it once I sold all my positions, but oh man, you seen this thing just started to run, and as soon as it opened up, I was selling. You know, I managed 3 accounts, you know, and I'm just selling it all. I had Amazon in every single account. Gross. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 zeros. No, 5 digits. 5 digits made easy. You know, so on that move right there, and actually not that move, all of this move too, all of this, and just go back in my videos and you'll see that this is what I was talking about. This is why I talk about it. This is why. Hey, Andre, why you talk about Amazon so much? Cause God damn it, it's gonna give you a 150-point move. That's why. Yeah, I guess I'm getting a little get my excitement back. That's why I get excited when I see these things, you know. And I just been saying that I've been in it. You know, this move right here I missed, but this one, gotcha. So anyway, I'm out. I just got some long-term positions in it, some leaps, and I sold some short-term calls. So I'm still playing it that way. So if it goes down like 40 points, I still make money. You know, so if it gives back a little bit, you know, I'm still up. Because I think it's just, like I said, it's going to hover around that 2050. It's going to hover there as soon as earnings, you know, and then Facebook, man. Talk about Facebook. These fangs is on fire today, man. Gosh, 202. Broke to 200. High 218. Guess what? It's going to 218. I think this one will. You probably want some. I won't say you. I probably will buy some calls on this one going into earnings. Yes. They only gonna have good things to say. All that other stuff is out. We're used to it. We're all that government, Facebook privacy. You know, they're gonna be talking good about Libra. They're gonna talk about how the advertisers are there. Everything is gonna just be towards the positive, and that's why this thing is running towards the earnings. Like I said, hey, go back. I said, hey, Facebook runs towards its earnings. I feel bad because I wasn't in it. I was so concentrated on that Amazon, and there was money to be made in Facebook. Netflix, I shorted this morning. Everything was on fire today. Fire. Let me see if I can make these windows big. Here we go. And looking at right here, you can see how it was right here. Right here's the start of the day. And it was just tanking. It was going down. And I was like, wait a minute. And I started pulling up the other things in the rest of the market. Everything was going up. I was like, oh, I'm shorting this thing. Because all they was talking about in the news is, I don't like talking about the news, is, you know, how Friends is gone. What's that other show? The Office is gone. And, you know, all the services are getting ready to come out, you know, towards the end of this year. And, you know, Netflix is the loser. These other streaming sites or whatever you want to call them, they're going to be pulling their content, man. And it's going to be theirs. Everybody wants you to come to them. Netflix has been borrowing and using everybody else's stuff, and that's why they're struggling to make stuff, and it's expensive for them. It's very expensive, and you know, The stuff they're making is not even long lasting stuff. You don't watch that stuff forever. You watch it once and you're done with it. Guess what? They got to make more stuff. So I'm really just bearish on Netflix, and maybe people's gonna get it. Although I looked at this chart, this is bullish. This is a bullish weekly. Oh man, it looks good. It looks good. But since I'm like, then why is it selling off today? Why is it selling off when the market is ripping? Why? That's what made me go short, because when something is supposed to happen and it doesn't, it usually goes hard the other way. So I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling it. I could be wrong. We'll see. I just got short-term, man. Hopefully it just hangs around here. It looks like it's about to go positive in a minute. But it would be a hell of a comeback. Let's pull up the minute chart. Yeah, it went down, up, down. There's some sellers up here. There's some sellers at this 380. So, especially at 383, and if it goes back up there, they're gonna be hitting that button and getting out. So somebody knows something, right? Earnings is coming up. Everything else is ripping. Netflix is not. A little nervous. Twitter. Please be on the hourly. Twitter has the same day. Same thing, man. Look at that. I'm long Twitter. Look at that. Like, what is going on with Twitter? So I was going to make the, let's see what's going on here. What's going on in YouTube? Oh man, the notifications might be coming out. Can't believe it. So let's talk about the Twitter. Yeah, I might be, I was going to come out and talk about Twitter. That was the video for the day. I be thinking about throughout the night what video I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about Twitter because I seen something yesterday and I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. It might be the best chart I ever looked at since Starbucks. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So here's Twitter. Here's the 5 minute. It's going down today. So let's start with the daily, And I showed you this. I showed you that trend line, immediate break. And hey, let's play this. Let's go ahead and play that little break and see what's, where it takes us. So I bought some calls in that. Let's see. But it's down today. Very disappointed when the market's ripping and my stock's down. Yeah. I realized everything can't be like Amazon. I thought Twitter can. But anyway, that's the daily. So you look at the weekly. You go, all right, yeah, this is looking kind of bullish. Look at that. It's coming up. Nice round cup there and a little pullback. Start to break the trend line for the upside. I like that. Yeah. Weekly is my favorite chart now. I like the weeklies. Let's pull up the monthly. And there we go. And I'm like looking at this and I'm like, oh, man. What the and I'm just analyzing it. And you see this is ever since it started trading, it just went right into a cup and handle. Nice down slope, slow consolidation on the bottom. Look at the volatility squeeze right there coming up. Little pullback, high or low. And then that little break I showed you here, but there's also here. It's got a break. Trend line is not the best. But if this thing is just ready to blow, now this is the monthly chart. So this is not going to happen tomorrow. Okay, this is maybe the end of the year, maybe next year, right? So I'm like, oh man, look at that. And if the head and shoulders, here's the head and head and shoulders. If you look at it, the little head and shoulders as well, right? This, if you want to count that as a shoulder, head, little shoulder, cup and handle, so. Generally, if above the cup line, the brim, it would move this distance right here, that distance. And where does that distance put you? Right at the high, where everything else is going. Twitter might have a monster earnings. Maybe it's a buy. I don't know. But the chart is bullish, man. Look at that year. This little right here. I'm drawing lines all over this chart. That right there, that is a year of consolidation. And it is about to test. It looks like it's trying to test that upside and maybe blow through it. So I got long Twitter with the calls. Yes, indeed. Just long leap calls, by the way, because this is going to take some time. If you remember, can we pull up the trade? Remember, I did a video the other day. I think I was pulling up the December. And, oh no, let's look at the January. And right there, yeah, there's my position. I got the 42 and 43 call. Well, that's call spread. I got more 42 calls. I bought the 42 calls, sold the 43 calls, but I didn't sell a whole bunch of 43s. So it's an uneven spread. Right there, man. Looking 171,000 open contracts, right, on that 70. That's this January. 171,000. Oh man, that's some serious open interest. Serious. Let's see what the volume. 3 people was messing with that today. Bid 11, ask 16, right? So I guess you can get it about 14, probably. Imagine, I just feel like loading up on that. Just loading up. Maybe somebody knows something. And what's going to take it to 70? A good earnings report? I don't know. I think a buyout of some sort. I really do. I always say, Google should buy it. Google or Amazon. Somebody that wants a serious social media presence other than Facebook. So, that's crazy. So you see the cup and handle lineup, this lined up, so yeah, that's that, man. I really like it, but I don't like it today. It's just, I don't like when my stocks don't participate in when everybody else is participating. But let's bring it into earnings. Let's see what happens. And there it is. So just remember this video, July 10th. At 1:30. That's the time I put it out for the third time too, because this is my third video. Yes, my third video. All right, so what I want to talk about. You guys ever heard of Grant Cardone? He's like some look at that thing over my head. He's like some real estate guru. So I was checking him out on Vlad TV, right? A YouTuber. Did an interview and I'm just like, okay, this guy, he's got this big bunch of real estate and he's selling us. I think he wants you to invest in his sales. It just sounds, the interview, he sounded scamish, like not that he was trying to scam me, but like homemade backstories. Meaning just so you fabricate a backstory to tell you the future, right? What to sell you something, right? Kind of like if you go to a car salesman, right? Which he happened to be a car salesman. You know how car salesmen are. They're going to line themselves up to you. Hey, what was you driving? Oh, yeah, I had my old Ford Escort. Oh, shoot, yeah, I had a Ford Escort. Yeah, those are great cars, Kind of, that's something in common. Realtor. Hey, where you moving from? Yeah, I'm moving from Des Moines, Iowa. Oh, yeah, I used to live in Des Moines. My mom's over there. Yeah, it's a very, they find that common interest. And, what was I getting at? Don't know. But anyway, a lot of inconsistencies in this story. Contradictions, right? It's like, man, you just said you didn't like it, but now you like it. And I was going to put together a video, but then I started doing the video. I was like, man, this is going to take too much time. So check out that video. And I'm still going to try to put that together, but I need more time. It's just crazy. I hate getting ripped off. Life Like I knows that. Hate getting ripped off, Life Like I. She doesn't rip me off. But she knows that's one of my things, and if I see it, I'm not saying I don't know much about the guy, but when you find somebody kind of for the first time, and if they genuine, you'd be like, oh man, I'd be more interested in investing or doing whatever he's doing. But I got more. The guard started coming up, right? The shield. Oh, what the hell? That started coming up. Like, run, and so why? This makes me think. Anyway, so here we are. There's the Twitter. Let's look at the market in general. Damn, man, this market is insane. I knew, we was at 3,000. Let's go to the SPX. We was at 3,000, and then it kind of came down. And I think we'll probably go back up above. Yeah, we at 2995. I'm looking at the daily. Let's bring up to 5 minutes. And yeah, look at that. Boom, right out the gate. And then it's kind of creeping back up. Volatility squeeze happening. Something's getting ready to go down. Anyway, yeah, watch out for that expansion. So this could be it for a while. I don't know, Not everything's participating. Let's look at the transportation. It was up earlier, and then look at that. Look at the failure. Just up and boom. Look, it's negative now. I was like, wow. When the transportation, I was getting fooled right here. I was like, oh, this is it. Maybe this is the bot. If you see this start to really catch a bid, the transportations, we're probably looking good. So I had brought up FedEx, and FedEx is up 111. And if you look at FedEx, you probably see some lines drawn. I got my lines. It looks like a good place to play from the bottom, right? Not the greatest spot because it's kind of bounce up, down, and now it's flat. It looks like it wants to break lower, unfortunately. But it's a play. It's a play down here. But I want to see something like that. I want to see it bounce like it's bouncing off a trampoline. I don't want to see this. So look at the stochastic. Then even just kind of, I want to go back down. Yeah, it's got to prove itself. It's got to prove itself first, and it's just, and as long as, look at what's been happening, right? Down, so up, sideways, down, up, sideways, down, up, sideways, down, sideways, right? And then when that pattern reverses, then you got something. And that's what you want to look for. It's been doing the same thing since right here for the most part. But look at the ups. Like, okay, this is March 18th. Look how it's going up, down, up a little bit, down, up. Look, see how the up is, the angle of the up is not up. It's going from up, 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 right? Then down, up. It's moving that momentum. It's like you're not bouncing good. Now it's, you see, now the next one should be a hard drop because it's just not getting any spring action, So I like it here that it is at support, but it's just not bouncing and it's just flat. It's like, tell me something bad so I can go lower, right? And the market being up today, well, it's up today, so let's see. Let's look at the monthly, see if it changes the picture. Your monthly is just, if we can get a monthly green, it'll be good to go. Maybe that's it, FedEx, bad shape. Anyway, so that's it. Yeah, that's it for the most part. I wanted to do this video again because, like I said, I just been having problems with the internet. Yes, indeed. I'm just kind of looking at the actions. All right, so thanks for watching, everybody. This is the video I am going to keep up. And tell me what you think, man. Did you make good money on the trades? Was you in the Amazon trade? I told you. I hate saying I told you. This is not an I told you channel. I told you. When it reaches that top, though, I got to admit, I don't know where it goes. Generally, I think it should bust higher. But, with the market being weak and they might say something right, it might go lower. That might bring the whole market down. Some of these leaders, these FANG and the techs are kind of bringing us back up to the highs. That's P, but I mean, transports, TLT, the bonds. I think gold's catching a bid today. TLT is actually down today. Okay, all right. Let's check a gold. Gold is up 1%. Look at that breakout. I should have stayed in the gold trade. Well, I said I liked gold still. Just that whole retracement. Now it's out. Now it might be a pretty good time to get in. You might found your bottom right there. For it to kind of go higher. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, we see what happens. I wish everything would line up and trade like it's supposed to. Let me just pull up. AT&T's at the hot is up today. Utilities is IYU, right? No. God, XLU. Yeah, that's up 0.5% today. These safety things are still catching a bid. Coca-Cola. I want to short this. I'm just waiting patiently. You know, look at that. Look how toppy. That's kind of toppy for Coke. So I'm just waiting for us to see some red, and then I'll follow it down. Look at the daily. And it looks like it's getting weaker already. So I might check out, see if I can get some call. I don't know. I want to see some red. I want to see some red on the weekly. And everything's green there, right? All green. These are the hanky. I always say hanky shanky, but these are the Hankin Ashy charts, okay? So I like these, the start of a new trend. If you see, notice, man, you almost get it right all the time. If you got the first green, even a second green, you get a trend. You see the trends? So I like following these for entries, you know. Just let it, because once the pullback happens, I think it's going to be happening. You know, people in Coke, because they don't want to be in they want to be in the less riskier stocks. So so they in Coke. It's not that Coke is rocking, kicking ass. No, I mean, I know they sold Pepsi yesterday. Let me see if they still buying it. Yeah, Pepsi's up. This is where you want to be if you want to be in beverages and stuff. This looks like it's getting tired too. But you know, I'm ready for the Coke thing. All right. That's it, man. That's the video. I did 3 videos today. I hope this one will be the one that stays up. And yeah, thanks for watching. You know, of course, I do this every day, and I appreciate your viewership. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up, like, subscribe, bell, all that. And I will talk to you later. I see you. Peace.